Whenever you're on social media, do you ever think, oh my gosh, they are listening to me, they can read my mind? I know I have thought that a lot, but really social media is just the most powerful tool that us as a brand or a business has to listen to our consumer and figure out what's relevant to them, what reaches them, and what they care about. And so that's kind of where, as a consumer, you feel like, oh my gosh, they know what I'm thinking, but it's because they've used social listening, and that's just what resonates with you and stopped your scroll. Welcome to Success Confidentials.
9 minutes every week that'll level up your practice. If you're a healthcare visionary obsessed with patient experience, team culture, marketing, and growth, you're in the right place.
We are too. We're Lauren
and Christine,
the patient whisperers. We worked together for 4 years as leaders in a real premium practice.
We did not play in the traditional healthcare sandbox and believe human emotions drive all success, and it really, really worked. We grew our cash pay practice an average 60% year over year.
And on social media, we grew our followers from 1,000 to 14,000 in just 2 years, generating millions in annual revenue from social media alone.
So now we're out here sharing what made us wildly successful so you can be too.
Let's have some fun.
Let's dive in. Hey, we are back with a really fun topic today. I feel like we say that every week. But we're talking about social listening. What is it?
If you're not already doing this, you are really missing out on the benefits.
And we never want you to miss out on anything when it comes to your practice and growth or social media. So as always, we don't gatekeep. Let's tackle this topic.
Social listening is essentially monitoring or analyzing social media content that relates to your brand, products, or procedures as a means of improving marketing, customer outreach, and product or service development.
And why this is so important is if we are not social listening, we can appear tone deaf in our own social media content, but ultimately we miss huge opportunities to join conversations that are happening that are relevant to us and our industry in healthcare, which means we don't get in front of new people and we miss the opportunity to get those new people into our doors.
Whenever you're on social media, do you ever think, oh my gosh, they are listening to me, they can read my mind? I know I have thought that a lot, but really social media is just the most powerful tool that us as a brand or a business has to listen to our consumer and figure out what's relevant to them, what reaches them, and what they care about. And so that's kind of where, as a consumer, you feel like, oh my gosh, they know what I'm thinking, but it's because they've used social listening, and that's just what resonates with you and stopped your scroll.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
And I have no privacy.
They should not give us a microphone.
No.
Yes, and it's also become, social media, a search engine. The New York Times recently came out and said that TikTok is Gen Z's search engine, which is insane. So people are also searching for things that are relevant to you, and you won't know that unless you're social listening.
A great example of that I actually used last week as I went on a trip to Europe. I was looking for great places to shop or places to eat with the good view of the Eiffel Tower. I went to TikTok. I didn't go to Google and search that. I went to TikTok and saw what other people like me were saying whenever they went on their trip.
Exactly. So if we look at that in healthcare, as an example in the eye industry, astigmatism recently has had this trending moment with over 600 million views on TikTok. Most of the content is driven by people complaining about it. One of the most popular videos is of night driving with astigmatism and what that looks like. But this is a huge trend and topic. So if you're in the eye care industry, this is a tremendous opportunity to be in that conversation. If you're not social listening, you don't even know that's happening.
Another one that we're seeing that's actually resurfacing. It was popular before, but it's rerunning, and it's because of her huge Eras tour. So it's Taylor Swift on Jimmy Fallon talking about her LASIK procedure. There's a hilarious video that goes with it. So if you're a LASIK surgeon and you know about this conversation, you can jump in.
And you don't know unless you're social listening.
Yeah.
Okay, social listening makes sense. You're listening to irrelevant topics on social media. How do you social listen as a practice? If you're watching and you are like, okay, what do I do with this? What would you tell them?
Well, there's really a lot of great tools out there, but my personal favorite is Hootsuite. What these tools do is they essentially listen for us, but they notify us of relevant topics that apply to our profile so we can jump into the conversation while it's still relevant. You don't want to be behind on these trends.
Then what it does for us is two things. The algorithm picks up this trending topic and gets us in front of new people, and we can go viral. Again, that doesn't have to mean hundreds of thousands of views. Even a few thousand views in our area is what we like to call viral for our healthcare practice. But then it also allows us to show up to people who are searching for this relevant topic or hashtag. Now we are an expert that is providing education to them, which is that art of reciprocity, which people love. And that gives us brand awareness and also the opportunity to get in front of these people and produce leads in our practice.
As always, we want to leave you guys with actionable takeaways from today's conversation. So first, take a moment and see if your current social media tools include social listening. If not, go out there and sign up for one and take time to include all the topics relevant to your practice. And my biggest piece of advice is if you see trending content that applies to your practice, hop on it fast and provide educational or entertaining input into the conversation.
Okay, before we leave, if you're watching and you go, this is great, I get it, I know all of this needs to be done, but I don't have time and I need someone in my practice to handle this, or I need my person in practice to really get all of this, we have got you. We have a 90-day social media success program where we impart all of our knowledge to you, to your team member. We even help you onboard and hire someone if you don't have that person in your practice. It's turnkey, everything you need. DM us and we will send you information. If we can help you with anything related to today's topic, use the link to schedule a free 30-minute synergy session just for new practices.
For our existing practice clients, you already know where to find us.
Now we want to hear from you. What resonated? What other topics are hot for you right now? We want to know all about it in the comments.
We're just a comment away, so if you have any questions, we personally respond to all comments and DMs. If you're not subscribed yet, make it easy on yourself to see new episodes and reference topics that are helpful by hitting the subscribe button.